Welcome back, guys. Let's put this in the ether. What government been doing to women is that the government been been lying to women that they don't need a man. They have the government. You can rely on the government, but women don't understand that. Yeah, you can rely on the government, but is the government gonna give you a support the way the men do it? Is the government gonna be with you at nighttime? Is the government gonna be with you? Is the government gonna comfort you? Is the government gonna not make you feel lonely? Right? Government can't do that. There's a certain thing that women don't understand about being with somebody, a tangible person, a person that you could talk face to face than the government. You can't do that with the government. Government is just an entity. They don't understand that. They think the government is able to replace the men. There's certain things out there the government can't replace that men can. Right? Men can protect you individually. Right? Women don't seem to understand that. Modern women don't seem to understand that. There's a difference between man and government. Right? But no, they prefer government side because the government been infiltrating their mind, brainwashing them that they don't need a man. Say if you get the man at the household, will excuse me. That if you give out the man, right, we'll provide everything for you. Yes, you provide all these stuff, but you can't provide the same kind of attraction a man can give a woman. A government can't do that. A government is just an entity. Like I said, government is not an actual person. An actual person can try to understand you, can relate to you, can protect you individually, can guide you in the right direction. Government cannot guide you anywhere. What can the government teach you? The government can only teach you how to be dependent on certain things. Right? That's what the government do. The government can only teach women how to be more dependent on them. It doesn't teach a woman to be independent. Right? A man could teach a woman to be independent by him showing her how to do things, how to manage, like, for say, a firearm, right? How to use a firearm proficiently and protect herself if he's not around to protect her. Right? A government can't teach her that. All the government do is take away more rights away from her, right? By telling her and lying to her that she needs the government. The government's the only way to do it. The government is the only thing that can protect her. The government cannot be with you 24/7. A husband can be with you 24/7. If the man don't have to work, if the man don't have to do all these other things, but the government can't do that. The government cannot be with you 24/7. This is why they like to make this lie to the woman that guns or the firearm is bad, right? Not realizing the firearm is the thing that protect you from strangers. The government not realizing that the firearm is the thing that protect a woman, is the thing that men uses to protect a woman from a enemy, right? No, they're feeding them all these lies. They try to use a politician of a human figure as their friend, when in actuality a politician is not your friend. Women don't understand that. Women don't understand how government is used to mislead women. They don't understand how government is used to deceive women, right? The government is the biggest deceiver out there next to the devil, right? And they don't understand that, right? The government breaking the house all the time, telling the men, you don't need a man, I will provide you welfare, healthcare. You know, if you have a man who's strong-headed, who's witty, right? He will provide you anything you want. He will provide you wealth, riches, protections, provide you health care, right? But no, they've been brainwashed to be reliant on the government. Modern day women today. Back in the days, there was never all these social cares. Who do women turn to? They turn to the man. And not only that, the men provide all these structures. It provide a woman's a security. It provide women's a father figure, which woman needs, right? If a woman don't have a father figure, at least to the husband to be that comforting father figure to her, right? That's why in marriage ceremonies, which you know me about marriage, right? I think it's a government institution. But back to the ceremony of marriage, I digress on that. But back to the ceremony of marriage, what did the marriage do? The father passed on the responsibility back to the husband, right? I mean, the bride's husband passed the responsibility to the bride's father. Let me rephrase that. The bride's father passed the responsibility to the husband, and the husband become not only her husband, but her father figure as well, right? That's what's important of a man in a female's life. That's one of the most important thing of a man figure in a woman's life. right? You think the government can do that? The government can't do that. The government cannot. That's why the phrase "daddy government" comes from, right? Oh, daddy government will give you this and that, but the government is just an entity. It doesn't have any physical form at all. It only is only there to destroy, right? It's like an entity, like the devil. That's what it is. And women been infiltrated. Their mind been infiltrated, been lied to, been deceived by the government, right? And that's why we're going through all these hardship, all these rebellious stage from women saying they think that they don't need the government, they think they don't need the husband. When in actuality, most women out there, that's why women are very lonely, they're very depressed, because in what they really need is a companionship, right? Not a cat, a dog. There's certain things dog and cat can't do that a husband can do, right? A husband can give her a child. Some women out there wanted a child. How can they want a child? By the husband. The husband is the only way to give a woman. A woman can bear a child, right? But she can't bear a child alone. She needs the husband to bear a child with. All right? And they've been manipulated throughout society, throughout government, that they don't need a husband, right? They don't need a father, and it's gonna and that is gonna have like a chain reactions. It's gonna be a vicious. It's gonna be a vicious cycle to break, right? Because as soon as one generation lose a father figure, it's hard to pick up that father figure. It's gonna be hard to get rid of that brainwashing. Next thing you know, the next generation is gonna lose a father figure. Next thing you know, another generation gonna lose another father figure. So on, so forth. All right. Women have been misled, been deceived by the government this whole time, right? And and they don't understand that. They're not seeing the light, right? Men can certain things that men can do that the government can't. Men could be with you. Men could hold you. Men could protect you. Men could comfort you. Men could provide you a shelter. Men could provide you warmth from each other's body. Men, you could build a rapport. Man, you cannot build a rapport with a government. You cannot build a bonding. You can't bond with the government. You can bond with a man. A man will try to understand you. A man can reassure you things will be okay, right? A man can protect you from another man's threat. A man can protect you from a bear, can protect you from animals, protect you from stuff like that, right? Government can't do that, and they still don't understand that. They can't see the big picture. Why a man is so important in their lives? Deep down inside, these women that's very desperate, is very I don't want to say desperate now. Is very depressed. Excuse the plane. That's very depressed. Is that they really seeking a man in their life, but think that the thing that they're doing is taking the wrong approach, bashing men, saying men are trash, men are evil. Right? That's not going to help you get a man. That's going to lead to you more of a depression. They have to understand that certain things they can and can't do. Like men understand that certain things they can't do. Men want children, right? All men want children. All men want children of their own, and then they know. All men understand that they know they can't have a children without a woman. That's why they're willing to be in a relationship with women. If you want to have children, you have to have a relationship with women, right? That's why men still seek relationship with a woman, because they want children, right? And there's something that women want from a man, which is companionship, of not being alone, and in order to get a man to get interest in you, you have to provide a man what you want, which is children, right? Which is children. Sure, sex is a good thing, but ultimately, what is sex for? Sex is a purpose. Purpose for sex is for procreating, to have children, basically, right? You can't have children without fornicating, right, with each other. Right? A man wants children and women want a relationship. That's what it is. Right? Without a relationship, women will be depressed all the time, hoping and moping, sad all the time. And you think that's very proper to live by? You think that's a good lifestyle to live by? Sad every day? I'm sure women don't want to be sad every day. Right? I'm sure women don't want to be disgruntled. So what you need is to learn how to find the right man. Right? Be less of a pain in the butt for the man. Be more inviting. Be more nice to a man, right? That's what you want. A guy's nice to you, really nice to a man, a good guy, know how to pick a man, right? But that's what I want to say. What the government have been lying to women all this stuff. They've been lying to women that you don't need a man when actuality a woman do need a man. But I digress. Let me know if you agree with what I'm saying. You think women need a man, right? You think women been lied to? Let me know if you agree. Leave a comment below. I'm doing this for free, not asking much. Or you can help me by liking my channel, right? Like and subscribe is free. But on that note, guys, if you relate to my message, I thank you. Thank you for your time. On that note, guys, as always, peace and blessings.